back in January of 2020, you were at the First Baptist Church of Glen Arden in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, playing drums behind Anthony Brown, Richard Smallwood, and Bishop T.D. Jakes. And I know I was sick, so it really meant a lot to see you, just in that big cage. I know it's hot. You got a little fan. I saw that, so I was like, he must be okay. And he got his red DW drums, and everything else was just great. I was just like, okay, now Jonathan. So I was like,
thank you, dude.
I was like, when I saw you, I was like, he's playing Blessings on Blessings, because that's my joint right there. I love that song. And I remember when I first went to the First Baptist Church of Glen Arden, it was back in 2015, and I was there to see Anita Wilson and Richard Smallwood and Vision.
Wow.
I saw that.
And Vision.
Yes. And it was an amazing...
Richard, that's my guy, man. That is a huge hero of mine. And so,
yeah.
It's still unreal to me that night even happened.
I couldn't even like believe. I was like, I know this guy. Like when you left the church you were playing at, I was just so happy because I knew there was going to be great things in store for real. Though I didn't tell anybody because I didn't want anybody to feel like, oh, he didn't like him. I was like, no, like for real, dog, I knew in the bottom of my heart, I was like, there's something he's going to do that's going to even be greater than what he did before. And even now, what you're doing now is not even compared to what you're going to be doing in the next few years. Not couple, not in the year top. I'm talking about it's going to come like that. It's going to come quick. I'm not preaching. I'm not preaching. I'm not no prophet. I'm just speaking my heart, because it's something that I don't always see in a lot of people, but it really shows on you, even if you don't see it, because the one person that can't see themselves is you. You can't see how you act. You can't see how you play. You can't see how good vibes. You give off good vibes, and sometimes you don't know how much of an impact you're making on just people in general. And I'm just like, Jonathan, I'm here to tell you, I'm a living witness, bro. Like, for real, dog, you are an incredible person. You're not perfect. I'm not saying you're perfect. Nobody's perfect. But you are seriously you're just more than an inspiration.
Dude, don't make me start crying, bro. Don't do that, dude.
Nah.
I'm saying you told me to be cool, man. I'm trying to be cool, and you over here.
Look, this whole show,
out, man.
This whole show is about stay cool and live life. Okay, I want you to stay cool and live your life.
I got the hat on and everything. Pop my collar and snap myself back out or something, man.
But man,
wow, man. Wow, man. That means a lot to me, man. I'm glad, you are absolutely right. I don't see myself, and I don't do it for self gratification or self things. I just do what I had wished some other people had done for me, but also had done what others did do for me. And it's kind of like parents. Parents raised you to be better than them, and so I wanted to do it better than what they did. And so that's a blessing to know that the goal that I had set in my heart to do for people is actually taking effect, and I don't even know what's happening. So, all glory to God, man, and thank you. I receive every word that said. Thanks, bro. Love you, man. I'm so proud of you.
Love you too. So thank you. Much love to you, dog. I really want to talk about.
Proud of you, man.
I really want to talk about how did you get the call? How did you book? Playing for these artists. I know you play for Greater Mount Calvary, but I just want to know what was it like just being in First Baptist Church of Glen Arden playing for that night?
Well, to answer your first question, Greater Mount Calvary. I guess the only way to make sense out of your question is to tell you the whole story in a way. So,
take all the time you need. Take all the time you need.
So, Yeah, I was actually playing at Andrew Best Church down the street after I left New Life. And I was, it was that little house. I was playing there. And the musical director there came to me and said, hey, Greater Mount Calvary needs a drummer. Funny story, the whole world knows who Calvary except for this guy right here. I had no clue who Greater Mount Calvary was. I was like, Greater Mount who? And so he was like, yeah, they need a drummer, man. And so I was like, cool. And so a guy by the name of Jeff Adams, who is my musical director, my friend now, he's like an uncle to me. Huge impact in my life. He gives me a call, and you know, got this little rusty voice. Yeah, man, you know, we need a drummer, man, and you know, you come highly recommended, so we figured we give you a call. I said, oh man, thank you. About I want to say 3 weeks later, I had my first meeting, my first quote unquote audition at the church. And I met with Elder Young, and long story short, they liked me, and I liked the church myself. I did my little trial service on Easter, and that went really well. And then shortly after that, I was actually brought on as a drummer. So basically, I got picked up. Bless God. And basically through Greater Mount Calvary, I ended up playing with First Baptist of Glenarden, because First Baptist of Glenarden and Calvary, they're like this. They're like cousin churches, you know. So Bishop Owens and Pastor Jenkins, they support each other in pretty everything. As well as I think they're with other gigs as well. So, you know, that's basically how that happened through that connection of that. But you know, yeah, I've been blessed to play with many guys, man, through Calvary. Kurt Carr, Todd Galbert. I just played with Todd Riddick actually last Sunday. And I feel like I'm missing people. The Hamilcones, they're not even a gospel group. They're actually Anthony Hamilton. I played for Richard now and Anthony Brown. And so really, yeah, through Greater Mount Calvary and through Jeff, I want to give a huge shout out to him, Jeff, and want to give a shout out to my bishop, Bishop Alfred A. Owen and Popak Juicy, and shout out to Greater Mount Calvary. But yeah, that's pretty much how that happened. And so yeah, it was revival, and we showed up, and the Richard Smallwood thing was a surprise, because Richard Smallwood is like, he's on my Mount Rushmore of just composers, songwriters, musicians. The idea, ever since I was a baby, dude, I've had big sounds in my head and just always wanted big orchestras and things of that nature, but it's not end result of what y'all see with Control Chaos. And so like I want to put 100, I want to have 100 symphony one day. I probably will in Jesus' name, but with the baddest rhythm section and horn section I could find. But you know, anyway, like I'm digressing. Yeah, and so you know, through that, you know, Anthony Brown. It was funny. We were rehearsing, and none of the band showed up, but the horns, myself, and then Anthony Brown actually had to play keys. I don't know if people know, but Anthony Brown is a pretty exceptional keyboard player. Like, he can play. And so he ended up taking over on keys, and we're going over the songs, and I'm thinking, oh, it's just a song the choir is going to sing. And then he adds, yeah, Richard's going to do the song with us. And I mean, it was Richard's song. It was Thank You by Richard, which is a legendary song from the Adoration album, if you guys haven't heard it. Beautiful song, amazing song. A song of gratitude. But yeah, he like says, yeah, Richard's gonna do the song with us. And I was like, I tried to play it cool, like, oh, word? Like, even though my heart was beaming, dude. Like, I was like, wait, you mean to tell me I'm about to play for my all time as far as gospel, like, because, you know, there's like Quincy Jones, there's Maurice White, there's Barry White. I'm naming all these old school cats. You're millennial.
I listen to them. I'm now listening to them because I'm forced to just I force myself to just broaden my musicality. So all these names are amazing. Like legends. They were legends in the making. Legends in the making.
You honestly can't even move forward. And I just named a few. It's so many legends, so much rich history in our culture. You know, that if it wasn't for them, we couldn't move forward with what we're doing. And so in order for you to move forward and know where you're going, you have to know where you came from. And Richard is one of those pioneers in the gospel world who laid that foundation for what I would follow, you know. And dude, I was elated, dude. I'm not gonna sit here in front like, oh, it was nothing. And like,
no, man, no. But for real, though, I will say that I always tell people to expect the unexpected. I want to just say this. I'm not somebody who can listen to a lot of people or get inspiration from a lot of people. I'm listening to people who guide me in the right direction. However, some of the things that, you know, I obtain, and I'm not trying to say I'm special or anything, because I'm just like you. I'm just like everybody else in this world. I just think different. Everybody's unique in their own way. And I've seen that just because you came from something, you can start with something little and end up being so big.